Okay, we are back. Sorry about that. We got some issues. Okay, cool. We are back. Yeah, I was getting some stuff in the chat, some weird messages. Okay, so just want to compare some settings from this one and this one. I'm gonna compare some settings and see if we got something set up differently. It might be some project settings that are different. I'm almost positive that that's the problem. Virtual shadow maps was one of those. Let's see if we have had them on in the other project and see if we can reach the same frame rate. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm using Nanite. Just made sure that we had Nanite on everything. So, just want to see if we had the virtual shadows on both projects. Or if I just had it in one of them. It does feel like it's taking a little longer to open. Usually they get stuck in 92% and then they open up. We got shadow maps on this. And now we're getting, yeah, we're getting a better That's funny, we're getting a better frame rate on the editor. I think it was, let's see. Sometimes it just requires a project reset. Okay, 90, we're hitting 90. Okay, I'm happy with this. Way better than before. Because there's no reason for, there you go. We're hitting almost 100. We look at the ground, we're getting 115, that's awesome. Yeah, this feels way more like we had before. This feels way closer to what we had before. Okay. Hey, how's it going? I just want to verify a couple of settings with this project. There might be other settings in the world settings. That might be different, but I don't, probably not. Everything seems to be default. No pre-computing lighting. I think, yeah, this might be the same on the other one. Let's just check what kind of shadows we had here. We are using virtual shadows on this one, huh? Okay. So I think that's not the problem. And this one is hitting like 120 on the editor, no problem. Damn. It's okay. No, I think we're getting pretty much the same. $70, almost 100. We look down, 120. Okay. For some reason, this one feels. This one feels a little better, but I don't think the change is that much. Just want to check the okay, we got some stuff here and I think it's different. Let me double check this. No, I think it's the same. This is what bothers me. Like I'm on the editor and I'm not getting 120. There's something eating up frames here. There's something eating up frames, a lot of frames. Yeah, there's something eating up frames, big time. Hey, doing good. Appreciate it. Just trying to figure out why my other project is not running properly. Oh man, I was getting such a good frame rate. Fuck. Dude, oh my god, yeah. We have virtual shadows here. Okay, yeah, it's whatever. Yeah. Damn it, that really sucks, man. I don't know why the frame rate just changed so much. We are dealing with the exact same map. Just gonna leave it in with virtual shadows as we had it before. It seems to give me better frame rate. 120. Okay. Let's just continue because I'm not gonna. Yeah, the profiler, it will definitely help, but the thing is that I have two projects using the RPG template, and one has the older version and one has the newer version. So this map is exactly the same as before. We just migrated the map, but I've been getting like 10 or 20 frames less on this one, on this version. That's kind of like the mystery. Why are we getting way less? But it's okay. The difference is very little, to be honest. It's very tiny. I think it might improve a lot after we do the H-lots. Yeah. Most likely. What's the other command? Stat unit. Okay. Anyways, yeah, let's just continue. Let me get some widgets off. We don't want to use some of this stuff. Okay. Yeah. I think it's time to go back to the data layers. And start unloading stuff. Might be just too much stuff. Because I added 2 new areas. I'm playing my own game, making a sci-fi horror exploration game. Okay, well, it's not that bad, hitting around 90, drops down to 70. No, I think performance might be the same. It's just that yesterday at night I pushed 2 new areas to the map, so I think I'm just referencing what I was getting before adding those 2 areas. But I think we're good. We can still get way better performance when I do the H lots and start unloading rooms with data layers. That's gonna like really cut a lot of stuff that we don't need to load. It's just really gonna help a lot. So we still got some big cards under the sleeve to cut out to get some frames back. Yeah. Probably exaggerating a little bit with. Okay. What? I was going to do something and I totally forgot. Yeah, I think, well, we should probably go back a little and just light up the scene a little nicer. Okay, here I'm missing a couple of lights. Yeah, with those two things, data layers and the H lots, we should really get way better frames. Yeah, trying to figure out how can we get some cool lighting without getting these super dark spots everywhere. It's kind of cool to have some dark spots, but it's gonna definitely take some effort to make it look nice. Maybe a little bigger. Yeah, yeah. I wanna keep it more spooky. You're right. Just trying to kill these kind of like dark spots that we have here. You see, like this stuff here. Trying to get rid of those areas, and then we can definitely go down in intensity. This monitor, it's has way more contrast. I do want to make it more dark and spooky. It's just that these dark spots here, they look very strange. It looks like it was not made on purpose. Okay, I think we can spread those a little bit. Yeah, lighting is such a complicated topic. Kind of liking this a little bit more. Let's go down with the intensity of the light. It looks super dark on the other monitor. I mean, for sure, I will need to have one of those screens before. Hey Nico, how's it going? I was going to say hello, but I was resetting the stream. So yeah, we'll need to have one of those configuration screens before the game starts, where you can adjust the brightness of your monitor. Cause if I'm gonna have very dark areas, I need to adjust. Each player will need to adjust its screen related to the game, so they get a very good. They get the gamma right. Okay, it's starting to look way nicer. Yeah, lighting is just that, going slowly with a lot of patience. Okay, we are getting some white spots there and some purple. When it comes to attenuation radius intersection, so those volumes, like the light attenuation radius, we don't want them to overlap as much as possible, because that hits performance a lot. Even though if you're using new technologies like megalights in Unreal Engine that help a lot with attenuation radiuses overlapping, you still want to be careful with that to hit good frame rates. And also the lights, they can be static, movable, or dynamic. I think I got that wrong. It's static, stationary, or movable. So my lights are going to be stationary because they don't move. So that helps a little bit with performance. It looks pretty creepy. And you also have the flashlight. So you can go and look at the details. You can really go check. Kind of like Luigi's Mansion. You can go and explore and see if there's any hidden items or anything. That's kind of cool. Okay, now we're getting back on track. Finally. I was stressed out with the performance. I was like, no, why I'm losing frames? I'm gonna go a little bit more freehand. I'm gonna give myself a little bit more room to just push this a little bit more. Try to get rid of those black spots, because they don't feel very natural. Like usually in like industrial areas like that, you have a lot of light overlapping in real life because you don't want any dark spots in your working area. Oh, that's awesome. That's thank you. That's super cool. Like if you wanna share it on the Discord, I would love to see. So yeah, little by little, we're gonna go and get a little bit more. Try not to for example, you see like these super dark spots that that doesn't feel natural. Usually you will get some more information here. You see this is pitch black. This feels a little bit unnatural. It needs to have some kind of light information. It's okay if it is like super dark, but still you should be able to see a tiny little bit. In this case, we're actually maybe overexposing this a little. It feels a little bit too burnt. Attenuation radius. Could probably go darker on this one. something like that. Yeah, just kind of like showing off a little. You see these very dark spots there. They don't really feel natural. It's like, why should you have areas like that? Maybe another solution could be making these lights up. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, let's go up. It should be something around there. That's gonna give us a more room to deal with this. That feels more a little, it makes a little bit more sense to have a light on top of this. Yeah. Yeah, I was going, yeah, that's it, that's what I mean. Yeah, they feel totally out of place, right? It feels like oh, blueprints are tricky. We want to move the parent, not the component. Okay. There you go. Yeah, those are exactly the dark spots I was talking about. Yeah, those dark spots right there, they feel very out of place. It's like, this feels way more natural. Those dark spots in the corner, I will say it's fine. It's like the perfect spot to hide an item, hide something there. Here it makes way more sense, looks way nicer. No, I'm not using megalights. Megalights require hardware ray tracing, which not everybody is going to be able to use. So I'm trying to step away from megalights. Megalights makes things way easier for lighting artists because you get way better performance when you get light intersection, which is what we are trying to like play with right now. It's not like you cannot intersect lights. If not, it will be impossible to light a game, especially interiors like this. You always gonna have light intersection. So, but you need to be very smart on how you deal with that. Let's see, attenuation radius. And that's what I'm trying to do. I want to see if I can get, but being honest, like the lighting Right now, it's nicer than what I had before, and we are getting very good frame rate. Very, very happy about it. Okay, let's see if we can actually get a little bit some of this off. Everything runs so smooth. That's what we're trying. I'm using a 3080 RTX NVIDIA, AMD Ryzen, AMD Ryzen 5900, I think it is, and a bunch of RAM. Not the strongest computer, but pretty good. Okay, here we will need to, maybe instead of going that way, we might push this one here. I think it makes more sense. Yeah, that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to optimize this project, because now the frame rate, it's pretty good, but I mean, there's going to be effects, there's going to be drones, welding pipes, there's going to be enemies, there's going to be so much more stuff. So I mean, if I need to try to reach trying to hit 60 at least with all that stuff going on. So we need to really see if we can improve performance. You see those areas there? I'm gonna try to keep inner cone. And it's like so easy just to go crazy with the attenuation radius and be like, poof, fill in the room. But it really hits on performance, even though with megalights, because when you start adding volumetric effects, fog, and bunch of little things that react to light, things are starting to get way more difficult. The thing is that all these lights are very kind of like they're blueprints, so I can just save changes to instance and modify all the other ones, but I don't really want to do that because each specific light has its own settings. I'm going kind of like one by one. I'm trying to set them up nicely. getting that stuff in there. it's that doesn't really look so nice. And then we have this super dark spot in here. It's okay. Because we still got some yeah, Blender is very nice. You can get some very cool stuff with Blender cycles. That's kind of cool. Yeah, this place is huge. Like, this is and it goes deep. Like, I have so many rooms. It's yeah. It goes very, very deep. There's a research lab and a cryo chamber down in the last floor. Oh, I just saw something weird. Oh, it's her reflection. Oh, okay. These spots look very dark. Oh, I see. I see what's... Okay. I was like, what? That looks very weird. Just because the sun is so high contrast right now, very sunny. No, I'm working for myself. This is an indie game. I'm a solo developer. Just trying to put together a cool, big environment. Add some cool stuff. We got some cool enemies and stuff. It's just that been merging, pushing stuff from the. I'm kind of like updating the project from a older version, and now I'm really focusing on optimization. I want to make this run as good as possible. There's one thing we need to change. Ignore all the VFX that the character. Yeah, I'm trying to make a full game. So ignore all these dash effects and all these VFX that you see when the character does the dash and stuff. We're gonna get rid of that. It's just part of the template I'm using, and every time I update it, kind of need to go through all the animation montages and take that off. It takes around maybe 30 minutes to do. Let's see if we can find the actual flashlight that we need to modify, which I believe it's this one. So the spotlight, we want to go to volumetric scattering, and we want to scatter 0.1 so it doesn't blur too much with the fog. And then when it comes to the logic of this thing, we want to turn the light by maybe 25,000. The intensity is a little bit too much. And then we can add a light function, so we get a nice kind of texture on the flashlight. Like most games, you can see like the flashlight texture. So want to add a cool light function. I have some of those somewhere. I need to go through my hard drive and see. So now it's a little bit not so strong. And I want to add a texture to the flashlight, which is pretty simple. Just need a light function, which is kind of like a light texture kind of thing. Okay. All right, let's see if we can push this a little bit faster, and then we can go back and refine a little bit more the lighting and everything. But let's see if we can get a basic lighting on the rest. Thank you. Yeah, right. I do feel it's a little bright. Yeah, I'm expecting to. I mean, it's kind of hard to say, to be super honest. Like, it's kind of hard to say when this is going to get released. But I was thinking of making a demo, but then I said, no, I think I might just do an early access on Steam. Because since one of the biggest pillars of the game is exploration, I just don't want to release a small area and be like, oh, that's the demo. No, I kind of want to release the whole thing and just build on top of it. So that's the thing I was thinking, but kind of hard to say when this is gonna be ready. I want to at least get a couple of areas, some cool NPCs, some quests, some kind of progression, because we have a skill system here. We have leveling system, we have crafting, so I want to get some kind of progression. I don't want to focus the game too much on it, but I do want to kind of like exploration, storytelling, kind of like figuring out what happened to this place. I mean, Gasp is more for like action games, and it's way more complicated system. So I think you should be super good with ALS. I want to be a character. We can add. I wanna add some cool NPCs for sure. The name is going to be Sci Wars, like sci-fi, but Sci Wars. A little bit generic, to be honest, but I think it's kind of like easy to remember. It has a very simple spelling. So I think it might work. It's spelled like this. It's almost like Star Wars, but like Sci Wars. The other cone. these are like all the little things, like you can get peels and ignore the meshes. These are kind of like placeholders. So there's a thirst system, a hunger system, you know, your typical kind of survival mechanics. No, I don't have any website. Just my YouTube. To be honest, I haven't been. I have an Steam page, but it's not public yet. I wanna kind of like have something playable, and when I have something playable that I feel comfortable with, I'll just, hey Sisa, how is it going? I wanna just put it out as a early access. I think that's what I'm going to do. I want to put it very cheap. Like I was thinking like $10. I think yeah, I think $10 it's a fair price. It's like I think I mean I think with $10 you might get like a McDonald's combo. Not even a large one, but I think you can probably have a meal for $10. So I think it's gonna be like the price of one meal kind of thing. How many game projects you have planned to make, and it's generous. I mean, uh, I worked in other games, which none of them have been released, which is kind of sad to be honest. But yeah, for now I'm just focusing on this one. Yeah. I'm going to release when I have something nice. I'm going to make a private demo, so I can share it with my friends and probably on my Discord with people, giving keys away so we can test it, and then we can get some, get it nicely, tackle down any bugs or weird stuff that is happening, and then we can definitely try to get it out. Дякую, ма. Cuidado con las compras, ma.
Там же є коміда, якщо ж
Окей. Oof, I got scared. Oh, I thought my mom was going to drop this drink on top of the computer. I was like, no. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna focus on gameplay. I was working a little bit on the enemy spawners and stuff the other day. Now I just want to give it a quick optimization view. The world, it's not huge, it's not super big, but I wanted to make it dense. I want to make it very interesting. I appreciate it. Yeah, AAA. I mean, yeah. It's what money does, you know. Money kind of changes the whole thing. kind of it's kind of funny because I mean, what matters is that now it's a good time. It's a good time to make indie games. It's a good time. People are giving indie games a lot more attention nowadays, which is very very nice. $50 beta. You can publish games on itch.io for free. So that's a good way to put your games out there for free. You can also have a Gumroad. There are many ways, but Steam is probably the best way to do it if you want to do something commercial. Steam charges $100 for your Steam ID, and most PC gamers use Steam, so it's a very good platform. Hey, how's it going, Fistwell? I saw a survival game using the Cinti polygon assets, so it has this kind of like a low poly style, and the developer released it for $20 early access, and it's pretty. It looks pretty simple kind of thing. It's kind of like go around, gather resources, kill some enemies. Um, so that's kind of nice. Why is this not symmetrical? Does this has an angle? No. Oh, it's set to. Okay, it's not in the center. $100 per game. I've been working for around maybe 3-4 months kind of thing on this game. Hey Shrill, how's it going? That's awesome. No, I'm actually using a pre-made assets. This is a collection of assets that I've been gathering for a long time, and I'm like finally able to use them in one project. So I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy to put these things to use. I am going to have some original stuff for sure. I do a lot of kit bashing, retexturing and stuff like that. Um, oh, oh, I found a new thing. Why did I? Huh. Oh, I see. This thing. Okay. We need to make that box a little bit wider so we get to see the UI. When opening the door. Also, when an item falls into this box, I cannot pick it up. That's another issue I need to figure out how to deal with. Kitbash 3D, it depends on the asset pack. There are some very good ones. There are ones that are not so sweet. Um, okay. Oh my god. Okay. What's going on here? Okay. Yeah, this door. Yeah, we need to work on this door a little bit. It's not set up yet. No, you buy them. I mean, you buy them once and they're yours. They're yours to use. There are different licenses. There are licenses for individuals, and there are licenses for bigger teams, and there are licenses for enterprise, where you have like a big company, and depending on how many people are working on the project, usually the license change. So you get to pay more to the creator, but usually there's two type of licenses. closed door rotation, open door rotation, minus 90. We don't want this to go too much. Now it opens up just 90 degrees. Okay. It's okay, we're gonna get that door looking better. Just trying to get some quick lights going on. Yeah, the door uses a trigger box. I'm not sure why it uses 2 trigger boxes. It should have only one where it activates and opens. This other one, I'm not sure why we have that one there. Maybe that activates like the interact. Ability. Okay, that's cool. Just getting super quick lights. Trying to make the lights practical. So you see the lamp where the actually light is coming from. I'm not very big on blueprints. I know the bare minimum. There are courses on making projects, taking courses. That's gonna help you out. But yeah, usually people just have like a you know, a wide understanding of how things kind of work, and then you go and Google what are the specific nodes you need, and you follow other people examples, kind of like build that way. Okay, so here we are dealing with slope, so we want to go up. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. People expect like a $10 game to be made from scratch. Like they expect to have like voice acting, and they expect to have like animations made from scratch and stuff like that. It's like, bro, come on, man. Like, And also, in the other hand, man, like it's nice to support the people who make assets as well. Me being a 3D artist myself, it's nice to support people who make cool assets. And in the other hand, you can also use these assets very creatively. Very, very creatively. You can modify them a lot. You can create some very original stuff with them. So there are also clever ways to use assets. It's funny, like my friend was talking about this the other day with me. He was like, "Oh, you are just asset flipping the whole thing," and I'm like, "Bro, like you are using like 15 plugins, man. Like, what's the difference?" He was like, "Oh, well, you know, well, these plugins are different, you know." I'm doing all the art myself. I'm like, okay, cool, man. So yeah, the goal is to bring the project back to its state, to where it was. It really depends what you want to focus on. Like, I mean, if you ask me like why would I model a lamp like this if there's 10,000 lamps like this out there? Why would I model this thing if there's 1,000 things like this? Why will I model a pipe or a cable? You know what I'm saying? Okay, if you are doing a game with a very specific art style, go do your own assets. I totally understand. But why will I model a piece of rubble in the ground if there's 1,000 pieces of rubble online? You know my point? It's kind of like I don't really have the time to do that. You know, like these pipes right here, why will I go and model a pipe? Doesn't really make sense. This light right here, why will I do that? You know, unless I want to get something I the worst part, I don't know, to be super honest. The part that I've been having the most issues with is just updating the project. It's going to come to a point where I think I'm not gonna update that often because it's just taking too much time. It's taking just too much time for me to update the project. It's been the major setback, updating the project over and over and over, and it's just takes too much effort. So every time I update the project, I appreciate it. Yeah, as an asset creator, be very thoughtful about what you're making, because you need to make your research. You don't want to model a pipe and cables, because there are 1,000 pipes and cables out there, you know. As an asset creator, I will probably create a very specific style of assets, like Cinti Polygon. If you make your very specific style of assets and you create a whole variety of those assets, it's gonna be very attractive for people who want to use that specific style for their game. But if you're gonna just do random assets here and there, many different styles and just random stuff, it's hard. There's a lot of stuff out there. That's probably my take on this. So yeah, the positive thing about updating the project over and over and over is that I can go and really check. For example, this time that I'm updating the project, I'm doing it a little bit different. It's a little bit easier this way. I'm working on a separate map, which is a little bit easier to do. That was one of a big mistake, working on the overview map of the template. Yeah, a signature art style. I think that's very attractive. That's why Cinti Polygon sells so well, because people have access to an art style and they have access to a whole world of these assets. Obviously, if you're a solo asset creator, that's gonna be a little harder, but if you start making a very specific style, I think it's a cool way to do it. I wouldn't do realistic assets. I wouldn't do realistic assets because there's just too much out there. There's no need for that anymore, unless you're gonna do something very specific. You can also focus on construction, like for example doing like big environments, like very detailed big environments, for people who just want to use it as a drag and drop. Like for horror games, people sometimes do that. They use the same house over and over and over. So that's one thing that you could do. But if you do something like that and combine it with PCG, procedural content generation, so you can randomize that environment, oof, there's market for that stuff, for sure. For Slenderman. Yeah, you need to think about what kind of models are you gonna sell. You need to think about it. So those are probably the best two options I can think of. Castle for my own witch game. Nice. Yeah, I just talked about this. I will make something different, something that is very that you cannot find online. That's when I'm a 3D generalist. I know how to model texture. I know the basics of 3D. So if I need something very specific, I will go and model it. But before modeling it, I might go and kit bash it. For example, I want for the next area of this environment, we're gonna have a research facility, and I want to have this kind of like hospital bed with a lot of like mechanic arms for like body augmentation, kind of like a cyberpunk kind of thing, but like rusty and messed up and kind of scary. Those things I cannot find. I need to kit bash that thing and retexture that thing. So that's where I'm gonna have some cool stuff that you cannot find anywhere else. Little things like that, you know. But I'll probably get into I love how this light looks right there. So cool. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit faster with the whole lighting stuff because I'm gonna spend all day long here just moving these lights around. So I'm gonna go a little bit faster, just get some very basic light going, so we can push it a little bit faster. Then I can go back and refine a little. I'm gonna go a little harder with attenuation radius, kind of like just opening up a little bit. Oof, that's a little bit too much, but let's go a little bit harder, I mean faster, and see if we can get something going on. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's a lot to do for sure. Don't get discouraged by the amount of assets there are in the marketplace. I will focus on a very specific art style. Try to learn PCG. Try to see how you can like make an environment and randomize it. So that's very attractive for people because people will be like, oh, everybody has this abandoned hospital. But if you can use it with PCG and generate random rooms based on your assets, it's like, oh, I can get random rooms with this with one click. That's awesome. So stuff like that I think is very attractive for sure. Yeah. There's probably something else I was going to say about it, but I totally forgot. Oh, wait, no. Oof, these attenuation radiuses are just too crazy. No, this is gonna hit performance a lot. For example, here, we probably don't need that one. Because we have these lights here, which this is a little twisted. I need to yeah, Logic blueprints, that's probably the best selling assets for sure. Absolutely. those are great assets, but they also require a lot of support, which is time consuming. So you have a double-sided sword right there. I appreciate it. Let's see if we can push this a little bit faster. This area is huge. It's huge, huge, huge. Oh, wait. Attenuation radius. Okay. And I'm relighting this thing, trying to get better performance. It looks like some kind of like theater or something. Like we have spotlights everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit faster. I mean, these dark spots right here. It's gonna take me some effort to get this looking very nice. I think it's not my PC. It's this fan that I got here. Yeah. So sorry about that. That definitely makes noise. I think we could probably get a filter for it, a noise reduction filter. Okay, dropping to 60. Okay, yeah, too many lights in there. This cable is coming from underneath. Oof. Yeah. Those purple white spots are not so sweet. Also, the placement of the lights could be a little smarter. We can probably separate them a little bit more. Oh, okay. See, yeah, this attenuation radius is too crazy. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, we need to get a cool filter. I had it set up on my other computer. Oh my god, I wanna go back to using megalites. Oh my god. I don't know if Zero is watching, but I realized that turning megalites on and off doesn't change the visual output. It was something with the other project because I shared a project with a friend. Um, I was using megalites. He was not using megalites, and the thing looked totally different. But it has nothing to do with megalites. It was something else. We will need to reduce the amount of lights in here. Definitely not. We don't need so many of them. And also these lights could be placed way way more smartly. We can probably add this one here. Yeah, megalites will help me. The problem with megalites is that it requires hardware ray tracing. So this is the thing, right? Like if I want to make the game available for more people, and not everybody will be able to have megalites, right? Because it requires hardware ray tracing, which means that you need to have an NVIDIA card. I'm not sure if every NVIDIA can run megalites, but if you have an AMD card, you might not be able to do it. So that's kind of like the big thing. I still need to research on it because I would love to have the option to turn megalites on and off depending on the settings you want to run the game with. That's something I would like to run, to investigate. But either way, A or B, like if you do proper light optimization and then you turn your megalights on, it's gonna run twice as better, right? So if you do proper lighting, proper optimization, and then you turn megalights, it's gonna be like poof. Have a good night. I appreciate you hanging out. So I mean, that's kind of like my logic, right? Like if you get like proper optimization, then you can use the cheat code and be like, okay, let's turn megalights and see how much performance we get. Because I know we can probably get something like, I don't know, maybe 20 frames, extra 20 frames or something. So that's gonna be very, very nice. So yeah, something I need to check. But either way, I do need to learn how to optimize the lights. it looks so dark in the other monitor. But anyways, let's see if we can push this a little bit. What the hell? What the hell is this light doing in here? Look at this. Oh my god, that's so funny. Do we need this light? Not at all. We also need to just shave some lights off, like just take them off. This doesn't really do much at all. Just the attenuation radius, it's too much. Yeah, that's probably the first thing I should probably do. Just delete lights, because I'm having too many lights. I was going a little bit too. I went a little bit too confident with the whole mega light thing. Those lights ended up like that because I mirrored this blueprint, so they got flipped. They got mirrored, so. You see, good thing that we realized, because that's that's very bad. They were just wasting frame rate right there, just totally not helping out at all. And then we have all this second level that we will need some more lights for this. Or we can probably keep it dark and just use the flashlight. Do you use the draw call distance for lights? No, and that's probably one of the settings that is gonna help us the most. I appreciate that comment, because it's probably the thing that's gonna help us the most with performance. You are totally right. Totally right. We need to fade them in the distance. That's gonna help a lot with performance. Oh, okay, we need to change the texture of this ladder. Okay, we jumped into the pipe. That's kind of funny. And you're totally right. That's something we need to check. Yeah, this is the painful process of optimization. And if you don't do it right now, if you don't do it little by little, imagine having like a huge open world and then be like, okay, now we need to do optimization. That's gonna be crazy. Yeah, let's play with that actually. I think that's gonna help a lot. That's probably the first thing I should have checked. No, I think we're doing fine. I just got a little freaked out at the beginning of the stream because I was like getting less frames. But I forgot that I added 2 new areas that were not optimized, so it makes a lot of sense. Oh, what the hell? Oh my god. Now this doesn't want to work. Is it because it's down or what? Oh my god, new surprises every single day. Jesus, man. It's like, oh Jesus. New surprises every single day. Yep, the car is not working anymore. Um, oh my god. Wow. Okay. Uh, Oh my god, yeah. When something works and then stops working without any reason, it's yeah, really demotivating. Oh my god, fuck. Man, I cannot, dude. Man, I cannot. No, I mean, I cannot deal with this stuff. We need to. I think I'm not gonna update this template anymore. It's just insane. Like every single time I update, it's just new issues and new issues. Ah, man. That's just no, man. Yeah. I'm gonna send a. I'm gonna tell the developer, bro. Like you need to test. You need to test your stuff. You need to test your stuff before releasing any updates, cause it's just not, man. Like it's just not. I mean, I won't be able to finish this game if I keep like getting stuff broken every time. I mean, you need to go through the whole overview level and test it, because I mean, it's just not gonna work, man. Like, huh? Yeah. Hmm. I've been on a rant. Yeah. Yeah, I've been on a rant about like optimizing this template for like 3 days already. The problem is that this I'm like already running on another version, so this one is doesn't have source control. I need to set up the source control for this version, and I think this is gonna be it. I think I'm not gonna update more. I think I'm gonna just go with this one. Um, it's been crazy, to be honest. And who knows what else I'm gonna find? Who knows what else I'm gonna find in this version? Wow, yeah. Let's take the collisions off of this thing. Let's make it invisible. And let's see if we have another music. I've been playing the same music over and over. I have like these 4 playlists. I want to play something more chill. And let's keep on pushing. Let's keep on pushing. This is what making a game is like. New surprises every single day. Yeah. I think that's it. I think that's it. That's probably the thing. You're totally right. There's no need to update unless we get something like that I'm definitely gonna use. Oh, it's the exposure settings, okay. Can we change the spotlight settings through the light mixer even though they are inside a blueprint? Because that will be awesome. So we can change the fallback settings. Just gonna go super quickly, not gonna worry too much about this. We have one there already. Just wanna try to get all my things here. He did some very big changes to the architecture of the template. He reduced the amount of data assets. So I think something happening there. Let's try to use less lights. Now that we have the possibility to just place them here, let's see if we can actually use less lights, make them a little bit bigger. Kind of interesting lighting. Very, very like dark spots. Let's try that one, light mixer. Where is it? On Windows? Light mixer. I think it does pick up. Yeah, nice. It picks up the blueprint. Perfect. That's super sweet. So we have folders. It picks up the folders and stuff. That's beautiful. Nice. Super sweet. Okay. Let's see if we can deal with oh no, it does not. It gives me attenuation radius, intensity, light channel, but it does not give me the fallback. Totally forgot how. Oh, there you go. Max draw distance, max distance fade range. Right? That's the one that we need to change. I think that's gonna help a lot. So how does this work? Fade distance is already set by a light function. No, it's something else. Okay, so max draw distance. Max distance fade range. I still want to get those clouds at night. We need to modify that a little. So let's just test it out here. What are good numbers for this? So what are good numbers? Max draw distance. Let's say 10 meters. Five meters disappears, and then the max distance fade range. So it means when it's going to start fading. 2.5 meters. Okay. I think it's the other way around. Slowly fades, goes in there. Okay. Max fade. What happens if we keep it at 5 meters both? Is it going to... Yeah. We can try something like that. Maybe. Well, we have these lights to experiment actually. I think there's not... No, that's more than 5 meters. It's not even touching the ground. Let's try 10 meters. Okay. I'm going to apply instance changes to blueprint. Kinda. It might work better for interiors, which are like more compact spaces, but here it's not. Doesn't really make sense to have it on these ones. Let's see. The transition is pretty nice. Okay, let's try that inside and see how it looks. Because I think that might help a lot. So we're gonna try to use this value, which is 10 meters. So max draw distance, max distance fade range. So max draw is the maximum distance it's going to render at, and this is the max distance it's going to start fading at. I remember somebody talking about this. I'm not sure. One number needs to be bigger than the other, but I forgot. I guess the fading range needs to be bigger. Or is it the other way around? So we see the light. It's not disappearing. Let's try it with this one. Why is it not disappearing? Now it is. Maybe the value was too much. So let's test 5,000. 5,000 centimeters is 5 meters, right? Like, or maybe not. Maybe this is not centimeters because it doesn't. It's not fading away. We could probably make it smaller, but I think it's a good range. It doesn't really feel so like it's popping too much. I think that this might help a lot. Wow, so many lights. So many lights. I could probably just copy the properties. Oh, Jesus. Why does it want to paste now? Oh my god, okay. So yeah, I learned that next time you need to make sure that the initial configuration of the blueprint light is nice before modifying each individual one. This is something I could have just added before modifying them. But yeah, I think this is gonna help a lot. This is another secret trick. And I'm almost there. Especially the shadow casters, these are super important. Awesome. Okay, cool. We got this room. Hey, how's it going? Oh. Just dealing with optimization. Yeah. Same game. Is it me or am I getting worst performance? Oh my god. Not sure if I'm getting... It does? Or is it because the fog? Should be getting around 90. When I look at this area, it drops a lot. Like what do we have there? Thank you. Yeah, and oh my god, are we getting drop frames? Oof. No, it's just loading the VFX, okay. I mean frame drops. Oh crap. He will be cool for this door to kind of squish the character. You don't make it. That would be nice. Tá, iду. What is hard is to optimize, to make it run super nicely. That's what is hard to do. I'm from Costa Rica. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, yeah, this is stressing me out a little bit. Um, It's I still have a couple of cards under my sleeve. We can do the data layer loading and unloading based on each room. That's gonna really improve performance. So yeah, that's a big card I have under my sleeve. I still haven't used that one. And H lots, building the H lots for the level, I think it's gonna also improve a lot. But in this case, in this kind of super tight interior spaces, I think just loading and unloading each room like how I had it before, I think it's just gonna help us a lot with performance. I think that's the next step. Yeah, I told them like my mom is like, oh, don't forget to have lunch, and I'm like, yeah, when I finish the game. No, I said like I'm going. Um, yeah. I need to be more realistic. Like I forgot that I had data layers before. Uh, I'm loading the whole thing at once. It makes way more sense for this to be not running as well as I had it. Again, I'm just gonna get some quick lights in here and see if we can bring the other pieces. Pretty quick lighting, not really worrying too much about it. Just wanna have enough so we can actually see a little bit. Then I will get this looking nice. I've been making on 3D since 2014. Sorry, I didn't answer your question. But I got into Unreal 2022, something like that. Yeah, I know, 2020. I started using Unreal in 4.25, and a couple of months after, they released 4.26. So it's been 5 years using Unreal Engine. It's been five years. Mainly building environments, doing kit bashing. Yeah, let's just add a couple of lights in here. This one is a big room. Just gonna light it up a little bit. Something like that. Then I'm gonna get it. Yeah, lighting is gonna definitely take some effort to get nice in here. Okay, we are almost there. That looks so super funny. I'm wondering, like, if we go to performance and we go just fade this down, can we apply only this change to the instance? No, we need to apply all changes. It will be super awesome just to apply these two. We cannot modify them like that. You got floating pipes. No, they are properly attached. There's just a visual illusion. I'm not really seeing much changes with that fade, light fade. I know it's helping because it makes a lot of sense, but the thing that is really gonna give us some frames back, it's data layers. I have it set up so we can load and unload rooms very nicely. Let me see if I can just Tonis.
¿Qué estás haciendo? ¿Ya terminó?
Mano, estoy aquí streameando. Okay, now we change the ladder texture a little bit. Okay, let's get these other rooms. And then we can try the data layer approach. Okay, I think we are almost there. The final room before the research lab is this. Wait, where is it? I believe this is the one. Yeah, this is the final room. These lights are not optimized at all. Just wanna place them very quickly. And now we actually have some basic lighting. The first room is optimized. Yeah, it's very similar. Okay. Let's see if we can get the data layers. Is this the thing? Yeah, I mean, like, I'm having everything loaded, which is super impressive, to be honest. I need to think about that. So these lights are fading away in the distance. Then coming back. That's gonna help a little bit, but what really is going to help is the data layer approach. So let me open the reference project where I had the door set up. Sorry about the noise, my sister is going crazy. Good luck. Oh, the internet comes back very fast. Nice. Let me check. Oh, that's awesome. That's actually very nice. Yeah, I have a UPS there on the where the internet is. So if the light goes off, the computers don't turn off here because I have another UPS but the cable is connected through a lot of like connectors. Yeah, right? That's weird. Why do we have two boxes? We should have only one. That's a good question. I was actually wondering about that today. Okay, I think we're back. Okay, let's open the reference project. Let's check the data layers and see if we can actually get this to load and unload, and see if we can actually get, because this is the last resource, to be honest. This is the last resource I have to make this run properly. Yeah, to be honest, yeah, I totally forgot about that. Oh, the camera got bugged out. Okay, that's new. Let me check. Okay. Oh, the light went off, so the music stopped here. I see. The camera. Okay, now we're back. Okay, cool. Is it working? The tracking stopped. For some reason. Oh, I think it was not enabled. Okay, cool. Yeah. Something happened there. All right, so let's try this out. Let's get the data layers going and see if it helps with performance or not. Okay. Okay, hopefully I won't have any issues with data layers. They were not, I had one data layer that was not unloading properly. Jesus Christ. Okay. So what I want is the industrial areas. The building on the outside. Let me see if they're actually connected. Nos vemos por allá. It is something like that, but we don't want to. I don't need those. The floor box. It doesn't really make sense. To be super honest. Okay, so let's get some stuff in these data layers. So for the outside of this building. Oh my god, this thing got messed up again. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay, anyways, for the outside. Industrial area, that's the outside of the industrial area. We're gonna get this, select all descendants, and that is gonna go into the outside. It's kind of funny because it already shows that it's in there. Some of it is in there, so let's push the rest. So nice, now we have that into this data layer. So now let's get the building. This building is in the industrial building folder. Select all descendants. Let's push it into the building. Okay. Let's hide it. Nice. Now we have only the interior. Look at that madness. Cool. Let's get area number 1. It should be already there, to be super honest. If we just turn it off, it should take area number 1. Yeah, that's awesome. So what we're gonna do here is actually activate and deactivate these data layers based on the door. For door number 1, what we want to do is unload the outside, unload the area number 1. Now we can actually get all these data layers, the interior data layers, and make them unloaded. Just want to double check. So if we play from here, we should not see this area. Let's see if they're actually working out. Sometimes they're buggy when you bring data layers from other projects. And that's it. Perfect. We don't get the inside anymore. All these other lights, I think, yeah, they're not part of the data layers. We need to get them in there. Okay. So sorry about the noises. Do you make your own texture or you find it online? These are asset packs that I got, and I usually retexture stuff using Substance. So that's awesome. It's not loaded. We can get those data layers a little bit nicer. So the thing is this. That's good. We want the outside to be actually activated, and we want the building to be also activated. Okay. Let's see how are we doing with performance. Getting the same exact number makes no sense. Why I'm getting the same thing? Should be getting a little more frames. Everything's unloaded. I mean, if there's no difference, I'm not gonna. So it unloaded all the outside, and it loaded the first layer. I'm not getting any difference in frame rate. Oh my god. Are you serious? It doesn't really matter? Huh. Not getting any difference. Damn it. Okay. And then the same thing, we're gonna open the next door and load the next thing. But if this is not getting me any changes in frame rate, I'm not gonna use this approach. Not changing anything. Okay. Okay. Maybe it has to do with the other things I added. Yeah, this data layer approach is not changing anything. To be super honest, it's not really. If that's the case, I'm not gonna use it. That's strange. I was expecting to have some better frames in there. I mean, I don't really care about Adobe licenses. To be super honest, it doesn't make sense to keep paying them a license forever. You know, kind of ridiculous. There's this thing called input where it's getting like yellow numbers. And I don't see any frame rate. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I don't think so. It's kind of funny, man. That's kind of funny. We already have too many issues to worry about. Not gonna worry about Adobe licenses.
Я буду робити каву, тобі робити.
Та. This is a game I'm making. No, dude, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I don't think so, dude. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Like, you know, if I'm a graphic designer, right? And I get a graphic design job, right? And I need to design a logo, right? I make a logo, I pay for 1 month of Illustrator, right? I finish my job, I give the logo to the client, I get paid. I don't pay any more license after that month. I just paid for 1 month of Illustrator. I sell the license, I sell the logo. It doesn't make any sense for me to keep paying Adobe until the end of time for that logo to be, you know, for that logo not to break any license agreement. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense, dude, what you're saying. I'm sorry, man. It really doesn't make any sense, man. You pay the license for the time that you need to use it, and then what you made from it, it's yours. Doesn't really make sense to keep paying them forever. It kind of like, you understand, like, it doesn't make sense. That's very ridiculous, man. let's say, yeah, dude, it doesn't make sense. Like, again, the logo example. Like, I made this logo, let's say, right? As an example, I made a logo for a cookie brand, right? They're gonna keep selling these cookies with their logo for 10, 20 years until they get the logo redesigned. Does it make sense for me to pay an Illustrator license for them to keep selling cookies with this logo? Dude, it doesn't make any sense at all. I'm not gonna get into this topic, man. That's just ridiculous. I'm sorry, man. That's just ridiculous, man. The same with assets, right? Like, you buy an asset from the Fab Store. You pay one time for the license and you use it and you sell the game as many times as you need. Oh, yeah. Hmm. I'm using a template called the RPG Engine, so I'm not sure how that's done. So yeah, data layers is not changing much. It's not really giving us more frame rate. So we're gonna just probably, I think I'm not gonna use them. Yeah. Uh, yeah, all these other numbers that I have on screen, they don't really make. These other all these other numbers, they don't really tell me much. Um, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go have some food and take it easy. Okay. Also, we have another project open which definitely takes a little bit of performance. But yeah, YouTube is the best way to learn. Just Google what you need and you will find a good tutorial on it. Alright, so take care everybody, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.